Hello and welcome to the Beauty Know-It-All. Today I'm going to talk about hands and nails. One of the most common questions I get answered is, how do you manage to grow your nails and what colour nail polish have you got on? And it's really simple and very low maintenance, and that is that I'm a gel-aholic. In fact, I am a CNA Shellac-aholic. And I've always had fairly strong nails. I think it's genetic. I don't think I eat a particularly, nail strong diet, but I wouldn't be able to grow them, and they are quite short at the moment because I've just had a detox. I wouldn't be able to grow them that long if it wasn't for the fact that I have a salon around the corner from me where every 2 weeks I go in and I get my CNA Shellac mani done. And yes, they are my nails, I promise. I even barely use hand cream. I have to say I'm terrible. There are two hand creams that I do love, and there's a simple reason for that, and that's because you can use them during the day. They have a slightly sort of soft focus, almost powdery finish to them, but they're super hydrating and you can carry on. You're not sort of sitting there with gunky hands, and that's the Dr. Zabag one, and the Clarins one, which I hear is the one that the Queen uses. Anyway, they are my two favourite hand creams, but I have them on my desk and probably only use them once or twice at the moment a week. So the secret really is to have a really good gel mani. Now I know that gel manis get a really bad press, and I think that's because they're often in the hands of people who file your nails too vigorously and overbuff your nails, or maybe use an electronic drill to get them off. And I know you have to use acetone to soak it off, but done properly, every 2 weeks, it really shouldn't damage the nail underneath at all. And I'm addicted. Like I just said, I've just detoxed them, and what happens is every probably 3 months, maybe 4 months, what happens is obviously your nails do get buffed every time you have a gel mani, and then the ends do get slightly thin and they bend slightly, and then you notice that they start to break. And so what I do is I just go short, and that is short for me. Ironically, I'm going to drop in pictures of my nails over the last year where I've been sharing pictures of them, and you'll see that normally they are much longer. Anyway, let's do my favourite shades, because that's the important thing. The most common shade you'll see me in, let's start with the one I'm wearing. That's Bare Chemise, which is a really beautiful opaque nude, really lovely. I hope that's in focus for you guys. But the one you'll most commonly see me in is the greige, which is Field Fox. Just think it's the most chic, beautiful neutral colour. I really love it. I'm quite boring with my colours. If I'm feeling a bit Kris Jenner, ooh, I do wear Studio White, which I rather like, but I mean that is a full-on opaque Tipex white. Your nails have to be in really good shape to carry that off. Any ridges or bumps and that will show up. It takes a really skilled person to apply Studio White. And then also I love a really deep dark, that's Fedora, which I really love, and I quite often wear a colour like that on my toes. That's the sort of classic Chanel Noir shade. There are other products I use as well. I actually, funnily enough, I don't wear gel on my toes. What is it with your toes that you can chip your hands in a second, but you can go on holiday for 2 weeks and your toes will still be immaculate? I most often wear OPI on my toes. That's a mini of something called Midnight in Moscow, which is a little bit like the Fedora, which I really like. I quite often wear their really bright colours, like Yellow for Watermelon is a really beautiful bright pink that's perfect when you're on holiday as well. And on the high street, I really love Mavala. Really clever little pots of nail polish that just never dry out. I've never managed to get to the bottom of a nail polish pot, so why not make them in smaller sizes? I really love that they're available from pharmacies too. This is a colour called Velvet, which is their equivalent of Field Fox, which I really love. And I think if I were to go back to doing my own manis, which I used to do all the time before gel came along, then that's the brand I would use. I really love it. So it's really simple actually. It's every 2 weeks. I suppose it's a little bit like the equivalent of having a facial. Every 2 weeks I go around the corner and I just have my gel taken off, and then I have it replaced, and that allows me to grow my nails. And I do all my gardening and all my washing up and all my cleaning and all my cat looking after without any gloves on, which is probably very bad for them, but they're kind of protected and they grow. They're normally at least twice the length of this. I have to say I do really quite like long nails. I always look at nails on Instagram and really talented nail artists and love it. Although I am really boring with the colours I wear. I like classic, elegant colours. So it's more about the shape and the look rather than leery nail art. Too old for that, I think. Anyway, that's my hand secrets. 2 hand creams, a gel mani every 2 weeks. That's kind of it really. Neutral colours as well. I did this vlog because somebody asked, so ask me what else you want me to vlog about. Ask questions below. I shall put in even a link to, I don't even know, they've got a website, the salon round the corner from me. But if you want to start a collection of famous favourite nail polishes to go to, nail salons to go to, and even nail polishes, then start a little conversation underneath. I love that my audience is so engaged and you guys are amazing and you just start talking to each other and sharing advice. This is the Beauty Know-It-All on my nails. Really low maintenance, aren't I? That's shocking.